Good evening, everyone. My name is Dr. Santosh Kumar. The topic of my presentation is absurd drama. In literature, the term absurd has been derived from philosophy. So, in order to understand absurd drama, we will have to ask some philosophical questions first. What is life? What is human existence? What is its purpose? We get birth, lead our life, and die. Often we wonder about our life, about the goal of our life, about the achievements of our life. Do we sometimes feel that we are leading an unnecessary, unreal life? Do we sometimes feel all our achievements are futile? Whatever we gain in this world, in this life, is bound to be lost. We laugh at our gains and cry over our losses. But somewhere in our mind, we have an inkling of illusory nature of our life because sometimes we think that we are going nowhere despite doing everything. This meaninglessness of life reminds us of Greek myth of Sisyphus, who is cursed by gods for eternity to roll a boulder up a hill only to have it roll down, and this task is repeated again and again. So we can see our daily encounter with arts of life as the individual's continuous struggle against the essential absurdity of life. Our existential angst and anxiety force us to recognize the absurdist nature of the life. Whenever we read a novel or watch the enactment of a drama, most of us expect a proper beginning, an appropriate climax, and an intelligible ending. We try to find some meaning or lesson from the text. But we also know that literature is the mirror of society. In other words, every work of art tries to depict life in some way or other. But can we expect the life to have a proper beginning, a proper middle, and a proper ending? If no, then why do we expect it from a work of art like drama and novel? If life is meaningless, why should we try to find clear cut meaning in every text? If life is open ended, the work of art too can be open ended. In order to highlight the absurdity of life, the work of art, drama, that is drama and novel, etc., too should be absurd. In order to delineate the complexity of modern life, a number of writers took recourse to existentialist philosophy. At the same time, the literary genres underwent a sea change both in its style and theme. They were of the opinion that in order to depict the complex and irrational life, the works of art too should be open ended and complex. After the havoc and horrors of the World War I and World War II, a number of writers and thinkers reacted against the basic beliefs and values of traditional culture and literature. Existential philosophers like Jean Paul Sartre and Albert Camus emphasized that human condition is essentially absurd and that man has been thrown in this universe without any preordained purpose and predestined fate. So, this absurdist condition can be depicted through the works of literature that are themselves absurd. A number of English and French dramatists like Eugene Ionesco, Harold Pinter, Samuel Beckett, Jean Genet, and Tom Stoppard have immensely dealt with this theme of absurd drama. Samuel Beckett is the most prominent and influential dramatist among them. His masterpiece, Waiting for Godot, can be taken as a prime example to understand the absurd drama. Unlike the traditional plays, this play has almost no setting. Throughout the play, two tramps, Vladimir and Estragon, keep waiting for an unidentified person, Godot, at a deserted place. Unlike traditional plays, this play does not have a coherently structured plot. We can say it has hardly any plot. Unlike traditional plays, its characters do not develop at all. Their dialogues are pointless. And unlike traditional plays, it does not have a logical ending. And this play does not have a traditional theme as well. It deals with the absurdity of man's existence in this universe. When the play starts, Estragon and Vladimir agree that they have nothing to do. They think they have lost each other. They admit that their struggle has been of no use. They just keep waiting for a person whose existence they are not sure of. Neither they are sure of their appointment with him. In many ways, the play symbolizes human situation. Like tramps, we also keep on waiting for something or other in our life. The minimal setting of the play reminds us of man's loneliness and alienation. There is suffering, agony, anxiety, futility, and all sorts of absurdity. So we can conclude that Absurdama can be seen as a parody of conventions and generic forms of traditional drama. That's all for this lecture. If you have any query and questions, you are most welcome. Thanks.